What's up, family? Welcome back to UTL TV, and today I want to say shout out to Charleston White. Shout out to Charleston White for not only standing firm as a black man, but for also exposing these evil satanic celebrities, because not everybody is capable of turning down the rituals Hollywood forces its participants to indulge in. I respect that from Charleston White, man, because as you can see, man, everybody gets turned out, man. Everybody indulges in some way, form, or fashion. So, man, shout out to Charleston White again for getting on here and exposing everything that went on. And I'm sure everybody's seen the epic Charleston White Say Cheese interview where he exposes how Aiden Ross allegedly tried to get him to not only push the rainbow agenda on stream and indulge in the moral acts, but also tried to get him to do a ritual. Listen to this, man.
Dicks, I felt like they was trying to public humiliate me. It's the Dick's restaurant. You want a big dick, how that dick tastes, and everything's about gay. So you hear me saying stuff like, nah, man, I don't want to think about dick. Goddamn, Ada, man, stop being gay. So you hear me saying something each time. So when we go upstairs, they got a whole nother skit for me. This is where my mind, they trying to put me in a ritual. You got snakes, you got wine, girls, fruit, you got a feast table prepared. It's a what, $5,000 to $10,000 a night, a suite, 6-7 bedrooms, balcony, and no girls except these two whores they brought for Charleston.
And what's crazy about this is I wasn't expecting Charleston to even believe in rituals and blood magic, you know what I'm saying? But he definitely knew what was going on. He said they had trans people in the room, blindfolds, and even snakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, am I hearing this right? As soon as he said that, I knew they were trying to get him to sell out, either by sex ritual, humiliation ritual, or using the serpent to commit Babylonian blood magic. Come on now, pay attention.
Homie, his fans was going crazy over Unc. And I'm being the Unc that every nigga would want to have. But it started going weird, homie. Man, they know niggas don't like snakes. But if you want what they got for you, you will touch a snake. I'm never touching a snake. Unless it done got on me and I'm trying to get it off of me.
You said you had your companion with you. Was she having weird vibes too?
Huh?
Did your companion have any weird vibes as well?
Yeah, she was looking at me crazy.
Like, what the hell are you doing here?
She said, in the midst of all this, if you go with this, you gay, nigga. Man, you better shut up. I ain't give a fuck you talking about. Man, he's just white. At some point, I started defending Aiden them. Man, he's just white boy like the college frat. She looking me upside my head and said, this shit is too low to you. I'm trying to tell her, come on, let's just get through this day. Maybe they stop. Maybe when the nigga, it never stopped.
They had it all prepared for old Charleston, man. But instead of going along, Charleston played the old spook role and exposed everything they was going. You know what I'm saying? Everything that was going on. Saying how they tried to desperately get him to put the blindfold on. That's a Masonic ritual initiation. The same ritual most of your artists and celebs partake in. If y'all go back to that Lil Baby video, I was breaking down the blindfold ritual and how it's an initiation within these lodges. You know what I'm saying? Within these lodges, they got to do the blindfold ritual because it's coming from the ignorance of darkness into the light of knowledge. You get what I'm saying? So when they trying to get him to put the blindfold on and they wanted him to put his hand in the box with the snakes in it and what all, that was Babylonian blood magic. You feel what I'm saying? And he peeped game. He peeped game instantly. Like, hold on, what?
I'm saying, man, I'm uncomfortable too, but just goddamn, maybe when the camera come out. I thought when B-Lo came, it was gonna be a chill. He brought a different energy. But shit, nigga, man, Aiden and his boys, homie, they run the show. So I say, man, I'm out. I'm not putting no blindfold on. Cause at this point, I'm afraid y'all might got real dicks in the bowl. Dildos. Black dildos. So I'm gonna reach in there, Oh, man, y'all done put a dildo in my hand. Hold it up. Take off the blindfold. You know how white boy play. So, nigga, when I step back, they start putting snakes out there. Not 1 snake, 2 snakes, 3 snakes, 4 snakes. Do they bite? Yeah, they bite. But they're not poisonous. Well, if this motherfucker bite me, it's gonna pierce my skin and it's gonna draw blood. Am I unintentionally, unknowingly making a blood sacrifice if I reach in there blindfolded and one of these bitches bite me? A snake? Why snakes? Why is this meat that the blonde hair Canadian white boy, that bitch is bloody red and he putting ketchup on it? That's why I was staring at him like that, saying he looked like a fucking beast eating that bloody red meat. Man, I ain't eating that shit.
Like, nah, this doesn't even seem right. And what's crazy and what's crazy is the female he said that he was with even let him know, like, yeah, we got to get up out of here, man. They on some whole other, there's some dark, weird, rainbow stuff going on in here, man. They trying to get you to, you know what I'm saying? But Charleston felt like he could straddle that fence. Charleston felt like he could straddle the fence and play along and get along without really partaking in, you know what I'm saying, what's really going on. And he was lost, man. He didn't understand that if he would have committed to one of those rituals, he was in. All they needed him to do was to commit to one of those rituals, and he was in. And he had that feeling. That's why he said, is this a way of me unknowingly doing a blood ritual or something? You know, because they steady trying to make him put his hand in the snake pit and put the blindfold on. And you know, they got the trans people in there, and they got these dude with the gay jokes. They is streaming. Like, it's a lot going on. You feel me? And he peeped that. See, with a regular person without discernment, Charleston White has discernment. This is what I try to tell y'all. Charleston White has discernment. He is not a follower. He is not a sheep. Most of these artists, most of these rappers, most of these people that go into these rooms with these Jewish people, with these, you know what I'm saying, these streamers, these high level people, they fall for it. They don't have discernment. They can't even see it coming. And by the time they see it coming, they just like, forget it. I'm in it now. You know what I'm saying? Do your homework. That's why it's imperative for us to come into the knowledge of the occult, of the ancient science, of symbology, numerology, gematria. You get me? Because if we can understand that, they would not be able to place these spells over us, these illusions. You get what I'm saying? Having us selling our souls, indulging in satanic rituals, Babylonian blood magic. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to Charleston White, man, for having discernment, for having the knowledge of. Because even in the Bible it says, ye shall perish from lack of knowledge. If Charleston White didn't have that knowledge, he would have, you feel, he would have indulged and went along with everything that they had planned out for him. It's a sick game. It's a sick world that we living in. This demonic matrix construct will suck you in if you let it. So my advice to Charleston White is stay away from the industry. You've already said too much. You've already done too much. It's time to take a step back. Continue to speak out, but just get away from those, get away from them industry plants. Aiden Ross, Live Nation, you know, you got TK Kirkland, and you know, you got a lot of these people around you, man. Anybody could set the play on you, Charleston. And you feel that. You felt that when you was at the Live Nation tour. You felt that. You said that it felt like they was trying to set a play, like anybody, you know, they disarmed you, had you sitting back there by yourself, wouldn't let none of your people come back there with you. putting you in a vulnerable position to be taken out. So pay attention, Charleston, man. And continue to use that discernment. And stay away from these satanic puppets. Because the game is rigged. And it ain't fair at all. So I want y'all to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe, man.